Hello friends, I am Hemanta Soikia and I am going to present before you how to draw Boxplot using Microsoft Excel. So usually a lot of graphs and diagrams we can draw Microsoft Excel, say bar diagram, line diagram, pie diagram, and then many more, histogram we can draw using Microsoft Excel. But Boxplot you cannot draw using Microsoft Excel directly, but it is possible. So in this session I am going to show you how to draw the Boxplot using Microsoft Excel. So before going to Microsoft Excel, let us first try to understand the Boxplot. So to understand the Boxplot, so based on your data, when you draw the Boxplot using any other software, say SPSS, R, then you will see this kind of graph. This is called Boxplot because it's look like a box, and in this box, and from here in the lower part where it is written Q1, and this means this part is representing the first quartile of your data set, and the middle part, which is equivalent to median, that is Q2, it is representing the median of your data set, and Q3, that is representing the third quartile of your data set. And this A minus is representing, that means this point representing the minimum value of your data set. A plus means maximum value of your data set. And the distance from A plus to Q3, it is known as upper whisker, and distance from Q1 to minimum value of your data set, this part, this is known as lower whisker. That's why sometimes it is also mentioned like box and whisker plot. And sometimes we see this kind of dots outside the box plot. It means that it's representing the outlier. That means outlier is present in your data set. So this box plot can also be used to identify the outlier in your data set, and also to check whether your data normal or not. In that purpose also you can use the box plot. We can say our data follows the normal distribution when the distance from Q2 to Q1 and then distance from Q3 to Q2 are same, and again distance from Q3 to maximum and distance from Q1 to minimum, these two distances are same, also same, then we can say that our data follows the normal distribution. Okay, since our objective is totally different, that is how to draw the Boxplot using Microsoft Excel. Now we understand what is Boxplot. Now let us quickly go to the Microsoft Excel and see how to draw the Boxplot using Microsoft. I have opened the Microsoft Excel, and here I have already prepared one data set for you. That is, let us first try to understand the data set. So patients coming to different doctors. Say we have 6 different doctors. Doctor 1, Doctor 2, Doctor 3, Doctor 4, Doctor 5 and Doctor 6. And the patients visit to these doctors in different weekdays. The Sunday, 6 patients visit to Doctor 1, 8 patients visit to Doctor 2, 9 patients visit to Doctor 3, 12 patients to Doctor 4, 13 patients to Doctor 5, 15 patients to Doctor 6. Like this, say in Friday, 14 patients to Doctor 1, 19 patients to Doctor 2, 30 patients to Doctor 4, and this way, this is our data set. Okay. Now from this data set, to draw the Boxplot using Microsoft Excel, what we have to do, we have to calculate the minimum value, identify the minimum value of the data set, maximum value of the data set, first quartile, second quartile, and then the third quartile. Okay, let us first do that. Here, minimum, that means we are going to identify the minimum value from the data set. Let us consider Doctor 1, Doctor 2, Doctor 3, Doctor 4, Doctor 5, Doctor 6. These are as a variables. Okay. Now, give equal sign, then type minimum, MIN means minimum, and select your data range. Close the bracket, press enter. That means minimum value for Doctor 1 is 6, and then select this particular cell and drag it up to Doctor 6. Then we get the minimum value for Doctor 1 and then minimum value for Doctor 6. Like this. Now to identify the maximum value, give the equal sign, then type max. Max is the command to identify the maximum value. Then you select your data range, close the bracket, press enter. And then you can select this cell and then drag it up to Doctor 6 to calculate the maximum value, to identify the maximum value from the data set. Now we need the first quartile. So to calculate the first quartile from the given variable, what is the formula? The formula is give equal sign, you write quartile. Quartile, say inclusive type. Then array. Array means your data range, comma. Then you see 0 is the code for minimum value, 1 is the code for first quartile, 2 for median, 3 for third quartile, 4 for maximum. So here we need first quartile, so I am going to give the code 1 so that I can get the first quartile value for Dr. 1, that is 7.5. Now select this cell and drag it to the up to Dr. 6, then we get the first quartile value for Dr. 1 to Dr. 6. Similarly, for second quartile, give equal sign, then you type quartile, select inclusive type, then you give your data range, give comma, then 2 is the code for median, that means second quartile value. Because second quartile is equivalent to median, close the bracket, place enter. So the median value is 9, select this cell and drag it up to Dr. 6 to get the median value for Dr. 1 to Dr. 6. Now for third quartile, same process. You use type quartile, give equal sign, then type quartile. Let us use inclusive type, select the data range, give comma, and then use the code 3 for the third quartile, close the bracket, press enter. So for Dr. 1, third quartile value is 2.5, select this cell and then drag it up to Dr. 6. So we get the third quartile value for Dr. 1 to Dr. 6. Okay. Now little bit of modification is required for second quartile, lower whisker and upper whisker. So to do that, what we have to do, first quartile value, these are already we have calculated, give just equal sign and select this cell. These values are same, so 7.5 for Dr. 1 to Dr. 6, it is 16.5. Okay, same values. We need the first quartile. Now 2Q box. Now what is 2Q box? So 2Q box means, let me again go to the presentation, PowerPoint presentation. 2Q box means we need to calculate the distance from Q1 to Q2. Q1 to Q2 representing the 2Q box. Okay, so let us calculate that distance, give equal sign. So Q2 is the value, that is Q2 minus Q1. This distance will give you the 2Q box. Okay, now select this cell and drag it up to Dr. 6 to calculate the 2Q box for Dr. 1 to Dr. 6. Similarly, let us calculate the 3Q box. What is 3Q box? Let me again go to the PowerPoint. Then 3Q box means the distance from Q3 to Q2. That means this part is representing the 3Q box. So to calculate that distance, what we have to do, we have to select the value Q3 value, then minus Q2 median. So this distance will give you the 3Q box information, and then select this cell and drag it up to Dr. 6. So 2Q box and 3Q box is ready. Now what we need this lower whisker distance and then upper whisker distance. So how to calculate the lower whisker distance? If we subtract the minimum value of our data set or from first quartile, then we get the distance from Q1 to minimum value. Now if we, for upper whisker, if you subtract the third quartile value from the maximum, then we get this upper whisker distance information. Okay, so let us do that. For lower whisker, give equal sign. If we subtract minimum value of our data set from the first quartile, so first quartile is B17, minimum value is 6, this, press enter, this distance will give you the lower whisker information. Select this cell and drag it up to Dr. 6. And for upper whisker, select the maximum value of your data set minus your third quartile value, this one, and then press enter. This distance will give you the upper whisker information, upper whisker distance information. Okay, now whatever the calculations are required to draw the box plot, it is ready. So let us go and go to the insert menu to draw the box plot. Now what we have to do, let us select Dr. 1 to Dr. 6, okay, then Q1 information, 2Q box and 3Q box. So don't select lower whisker and upper whisker at this time. So up to from Dr. 1 to Dr. 6, you select only these informations, first quartile, 2Q box and 3Q box. Then go to the insert menu, then you select column diagram, column bar diagram. Now from here, you see three column diagrams, column 2D diagrams are there. First one is clustered column, then stacked column, and third one is 100% stacked column. So out of these three 2D column bar diagram, we have to select stacked bar diagram, that is stacked column. Let us select this one. Okay. Now obviously this is not a box plot, but with the help of little bit of modification, we can convert this graph or bar plot, stacked bar plot, into the box plot. Let us see how to do that. Now let me delete these grid lines, minor grid lines. Now let me also delete this. Okay. Now here we need lower whisker and upper whisker values which are not present. Okay. First what we have to do, let me select this part, blue part. Okay. Then right click, and from the field, let me make it white, this portion white. I don't need this portion. I want to hide this portion, so that's why I make it white so that it is not visible. Okay. Now let it be select like this. Go to the sort element, add sort element, and from here let me select error bars. Now from error bars, I have to click on more error bar options. More error bar options. Then direction, both minus, plus. Let me select here minus, not plus. And then select custom, then click on specify. Select custom, then click on specify. So here positive error values and negative error values, since these error bars representing the lower part, lower whiskers, so let me put these values, lower whisker values, under negative error value. Let me select these lower whiskers and then click on OK. Now it is ready. Look at this. Lower whiskers are ready. Okay. Now what we have to do for the upper whiskers, let me select these green boxes, 3Q boxes, and then go to the chart element, add chart element, and then select again error bars, come on to the more error bar options, then here you select plus instead of minus, then come to the custom box, click on specify. This time under positive error value box, you select the upper whisker values, value range, and then click on OK. Okay, click cancel. Now you see your box plot is ready. Okay, box plot is ready. Then you can make some changes to look the box plot very beautiful. What we can do, let us first change the chart title. Let me type the box plot, and then if you want to change the color of the graph, select this 3Q box, right click, then you click on fill, then you select one color, say this one, and then outline. If you want to make, say I want to make the red, and then select your 2Q box. This time right click, click on the fill, then let me select this color and outline is say red. Now you see your box plot is completely ready. You can present this box plot in your project and your research papers. So this is the way, friends, this is the way we can draw the box plot using Microsoft Excel. Thank you so much for your patience.